everybody? Daniel Rock08 coming back to you once again with our review. This time around, 2000 rolls into ECW territory with Anarchy Rulz. This was a very good pay-per-view. On the likes of Heatwave. Heatwave was a very strong pay-per-view. There was a lot of controversy. You know, Paul Heyman had to borrow a lot of money from Vince. They got that little fight with XPW, I want to say. It was either XPW wrestlers taking on the ring crew of ECW, or it was like ECW wrestlers taking on the ring crew, or something like that. Whatever, there was some sort of fight, and someone's gonna have to fill me in on this. But anyways, Anarchy Rule on par with Heatwave, a very fine pay-per-view. This is a very, very good show. There's a lot of good stuff going on here. Anyways, let's start off. Roadkill and Danny Dorian defeats Matthews and Christian York in a very solid opener. Very entertaining to watch. A 6 out of 10. Kid Cash defeats Easy Money. Now, the thing about this match was, if you had Joel Gertner and Cyrus the Virus coming out there, and Cyrus says, you know, you can face me one-on-one, but you're going to have somebody, you are going to have to beat Easy Money. Well, Joel Gertner didn't face him. Out comes Kid Cash. So Kid Cash beats Easy Money in a solid match, a 6.5 out of 10. A good match indeed. I don't know who the fuck Easy Money was. He was going out there with his stupid tights and wearing a thong. Who the fuck kind of guy wears a thong? But anyways, it was a fine match. Then we go into Joel Gertner versus Cyrus the Virus. And this... oh god, this was entertaining. You had the Sandman out there, assist the victory, and Joel Gertner. Joel Gertner got a spear and an avalanche splash, for fuck's sakes. He even tried on doing the People's Elbow. And when he tried the People's Elbow, people went nuts. Joel Gertner fucking defeats Cyrus the Virus in a pretty entertaining match. I'm not going to rate it because it's not... those kind of matches are not meant to be rated. Next up, we have the Baldies defeating Balls Mahoney and Chili Willy. This was a very terrible match. It's one of those typical... it's one of those very defining ECW ones where it's just hardcore stuff. You know, it's just chair shots. It's just weaponry. It's just... I mean, Balls Mahoney took a fucking staple gun spot to the eye. Like a... fucking whatever, stupid. The whole thing was stupid. 2, being generous there. Next up, we have Steve Corino defeating C.W. Anderson in a surprisingly good match. As bad and as boring as C.W. Anderson was, who was just fucking, like, his whole gimmick was just Benoit, Arn Anderson, and Ole Anderson. That's all he was. He was fucking an Anderson. He rips off fucking Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson, Benoit, whatever. You know, those stupid CW shit. Needs to get the fuck out of here. Steve Corino, great worker, great guy. In the last runs of ECW was the man. But surprisingly, this was a great match. And I say that because, you know, C.W. Anderson's a very fucking boring ass worker. Very terrible wrestler, in my opinion. But this is a good match. A 6.5 out of 10. Next up, for another good match, we have the Fully Blooded Italians defeating Jerry and Mikey Wimprecht to retain the tag team titles in another solid match. This was very good. Very, very fine ECW Tag Team Championship match. Very good. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. That's the third 6.5. Very good show. Very good match. Very good going on. Next up, we have the ECW Television Championship on the line. Rhino versus Rob Van Dam. The whole effing show. And then a solid, credible, good television championship match. Rhino, with all the help in the world, defeated Rob Van Dam in a great match. Now, RVD and Rhino has a lot of history already here. Back in March of 2000, earlier the year, Rhino, in a match with Rhino, Rob Van Dam twisted his ankle, was out for like a couple of months, was out for a little while, and had to vacate the television championship. This then prompted Rhino to eventually get the television championship, and of course a match between the two was inevitable. So here we have Anarchy Rulz, and they pull a solid 7 out of 10 match worthy. Good match. Then we get to the main event. We have Just Incredible versus Jerry Lynn in an ECW championship match, and this was a very good, entertaining match. A very good, solid main event here. Jerry Lynn gets the Duke, gets the big one, becomes the ECW World Heavyweight Champion. Jerry fucking Lynn is your ECW champion. What surprisingly enough is Jerry Lynn needed a little bit of help because the odds were stacked against him. I mean, after all, you had Just Incredible, you had Cyrus, you had all these guys attacking Jerry Lynn, beating the shit out of him. And then some weird ECW guy comes out. Of all the people that come out to help Jerry Lynn, who comes out? It's motherfucking New Jack. New Jack comes out and helps Jerry Lynn, and Jerry Lynn picks up the victory. All the guys come out to celebrate the ECW Championship victory. Jerry Lynn, the guy no one thought any better of other than just a good worker, a guy that, you know, could lace up a pair of boots and fucking tear the house down, but was never meant to be anywhere, anything better than that. He is the ECW champion. And that's one of the great things I liked about ECW. They gave a lot of guys the chance that any person outside of the ECW company would probably not be anywhere. I mean, Jerry Lynn was really nobody at all in the WWF. I don't even think he was light heavyweight champion, for God's sakes. And they would give him they would showcase him so great. Jerry Lynn will lead the pack into November to Remember. His title reign was short-lived, however, as Just Incredible is champion once again, heading into November to Remember. Overall rating gets 7 out of 10 for the match, and my final verdict is a 6 out of 10. A very solid match. The only bad match on here is the Baldies versus the Balls Mahoney and Chili Willy. It really drags down this show. But I suggest you watch this show. It's a very good ECW show. I catch you next time for November to Remember Survivor Series. No, my bad. No Mercy. The next ECW is November to Remember. And Halloween Havoc. Goodbye. Bye.